It's no secret that Nico Williams of Athletic Club was a top target for Barcelona to sign this summer. The 22-year-old finally returned to training with the Basque club and appears to have committed to staying with them this season, although at one stage it seemed like a transfer was just a matter of time. Barcelona, on the other hand, was prepared to pay out the €58 million release clause and was also putting up an offer for a 5-year contract. But in the end, Nico was persuaded to continue by Athletic Club. The extent Athletic Club went to make sure Barcelona did not sign Nico Williams has now been revealed via a story from El Correo, via Sport. According to the source, La Liga president Javier Tebas was warned by Basque club president John Uriarte that Barca would not be allowed to do nothing if they paid the winger's termination clause. Athletic vowed to report the situation in order to keep the striker from leaving, since they believed Barcelona could not finance this operation because it would violate La Liga's fiscal controls. When the Basque club examined Barca's financial statements, they discovered that no matter how much economic engineering was done, the Blaugranas could never have afforded this operation. Because they believed that Barca had violated the salary cap regulations, they were ready to contest the deal in the event that Nico's release clause had been fulfilled. A clause in the law allows for the cancellation of any activity deemed to be outside the club's financial means. As a matter of fact, Athletic maintained their composure, confident that they were correct to forewarn La Liga that they intended to take a move that would have precipitated a huge confrontation between the two teams. In order to settle the dispute, La Liga would then have had to mediate and decide whether the procedure was permitted by law. Athletic has already accepted that Nico Williams will be around for the foreseeable future, at least through this season, and has closed the chapter. The Basque club is now willing to offer him a contract improvement in exchange for his agreement to increase the amount of his release clause in order to secure his continuity over the long run. Second news is that FC Barcelona has been trying to sign a marquee player throughout this summer's transfer window. Nico Williams was being courted by the Catalans to join them for the most of this window. Nevertheless, they couldn't succeed in this move. Nevertheless, the Blaugranes are still determined to add a superstar to Flick's squad. In order to bolster the team's offensive line, they have lately been linked to Rafael Leo, the winger for AC Milan, who is possibly even more well-known than Nico Williams. Three primary factors, as reported by Mundo Deportivo, explain why the Catalans are making such a strong effort to get a well-known player this summer. First off, Real Madrid, Barcelona's primary opponents, added one of the greatest attackers available in Kylian Mbappé this summer to further bolster their squad after winning La Liga and the UEFA Champions League double last season. The Catalans think that Leo's signing would enable them to challenge the Merengues for these significant trophies. In addition, Flick has made it apparent that he wants players that are capable of winning games on their own, and Leo has demonstrated this skill while playing for AC Milan, netting 58 goals and dishing out 44 assists in 210 games. Second, between late in 2024 or early in 2025, Barcelona will make their return to Camp Nou, which is presently undergoing repairs. Leo has the media appeal needed to fulfill the Blaugranes' belief that they need more players than Lamine Yamal to draw fans to their stadium. Finally, the next presidential elections in Barcelona are slated for the second quarter of 2026. Laporta and his directors are aware that the current administration wants to make a statement in order to stay in the public eye, and that other possible presidential contenders are already planning their maneuvers. Additionally, with the elections so close, the Laporta administration is aware that they cannot afford another season without a trophy. They therefore think that once Leo signs, they will be able to deal with all of these problems. It won't be simple for them to acquire the Portuguese winger, though, since their outlay would be far more than what they would have paid for Nico Williams. The Catalans may still be able to pull off this move if any of their players are included in the agreement with AC Milan.